Imagine this.
It's 2025, and you've done everything by the book. You packed the perfect bag, showed up at LAX a full 2 hours early, and you've even memorized the TSA's old liquid rule by heart.
But what you don't realize
Is that one tiny thing, a watch on your wrist, your new hairstyle, or that high-tech suitcase you just bought, could get you pulled aside, flagged for extra screening, or left behind while your plane taxis away. Because the truth is, airports in 2025 are smarter and faster, but they're also less forgiving than ever.
Before we start,
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and leave a like if you travel by airplane,
stick with me for the next few minutes.
because what you'll learn here could save you hours of stress, hundreds of dollars in surprise fees, and maybe even that connection you can't afford to miss.
Let's start with your face.
In airports like Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson, Miami International, and JFK, facial recognition isn't just an experiment anymore, it's the new normal.
You don't show a paper boarding pass.
You don't even need to pull up your phone. Instead, you walk up to a camera. It scans your face and matches it with your passport photo already stored in the system. It feels like magic when it works, until it doesn't. One small change to your look, like growing out a beard, cutting your hair short, or wearing large sunglasses in line, is enough to confuse the AI. And when that happens, you get pulled into a secondary screening room while your gate starts boarding without you. This has already happened to travelers at Dallas-Fort Worth and LAX, people who had no idea a fresh haircut could cost them a flight. The solution is simple, but most people skip it. If you've made a noticeable change to your look, update your passport photo before your trip. It's one of those tiny things that feels unnecessary until you're stuck behind a security door while your plane is backing out onto the runway.
Now, let's talk about that old 3-1-1 liquid rule,
3 ounces per container, 1 quart-size bag, 1 bag per person. Everyone hates it, but most people think it's gone. Not quite. If you're
At airports like Denver International,
Seattle-Tacoma, and Chicago O'Hare, new CT scanners are popping up at security checkpoints that can actually see inside your toiletries bag, which means in some lanes, you're allowed to bring bigger containers, even up to 500 ml. Sounds convenient, right? But here's where it gets tricky. Not every lane has these upgraded scanners yet, and not every airport is ready.
at airports like Denver International,
Seattle-Tacoma, and Chicago O'Hare, new CT scanners are popping up at security checkpoints that can actually see inside your toiletries bag, which means in some lanes you're allowed to bring bigger containers, even up to 500 milliliters. Sounds convenient, right? But here's where it gets tricky. Not every lane has these upgraded scanners yet, and not every airport is ready. So you might breeze through security at LAX with your full-size moisturizer, only to have it tossed at a connecting gate in Orlando because the scanners there still follow the old rule. I've heard countless stories of people losing expensive skincare or full-size toothpaste just because they picked the wrong line at the wrong terminal. So, what do the smartest travelers do? They check the security setup for every airport on their route, both departure and connections, and when in doubt, they stick to travel-sized until the rule is gone for good. It's one less surprise you'll have to deal with when you're already running to make that next flight.
We always obsess over what's in our bag.
But what you wear is just as important now, maybe even more so. In 2025, major hubs like Newark Liberty and San Francisco International have started using AI-powered scanners that don't just X-ray your carry-on. They scan your outfit too.
They're trained to flag anomalies,
Which can mean thick-soled shoes, baggy hoodies, cargo pants with too many pockets, or jackets with hidden compartments. To you, it's just a comfortable travel outfit. To the AI, it's suspicious. Just ask the guy at Miami International who got pulled for a full pat-down because his layered sweatshirt had too many zippers. He missed his flight to Europe because the system couldn't clear him fast enough. The fix is easy if you know it. Wear thin, simple layers, Skip heavy hardware like metal zippers when you can, and don't stuff your pockets with extra chargers or gadgets.
Think of it this way.
The more you blend in, the less you'll stand out to a scanner that doesn't have the benefit of human common sense.
Now, picture this.
You've made it through security, your bag's clear, and you've found your gate. You put on your noise-canceling headphones, maybe grab a snack, and drift off while scrolling through your phone.
But in 2025,
Airports like Boston Logan and sections of JFK are adopting a new trend: silent terminals. It's designed to cut down on noise pollution, which sounds great until you realize there are no more final boarding calls echoing through the terminal.
no last-minute gate change announcements.
Booming overhead while you're lost in your playlist. If you're not glued to the departure board or don't have push notifications turned on, you could miss your flight entirely, and thousands of travelers already have.
Frequent flyers know the drill.
They download the airport's official app and turn on every real-time gate alert. Better yet, they keep an eye on the monitors every 10 or 15 minutes. In a silent airport, your ears won't save you, but your attention will.
Let's talk luggage.
The gear we think we have figured out. Those trendy smart suitcases with built-in GPS or charging ports look great on Instagram Reels, but if your smart bag's battery isn't removable, it could get you stopped cold at TSA checkpoints in places like LAX or Miami International.
The reason?
Lithium batteries that can't be removed are a fire risk, especially if the bag has to be checked into the cargo hold. And that's not all. Some major US airports are now trialing bans on zipper-only luggage,
It sounds silly.
until you learn how easy it is to pop a zipper with nothing more than a pen. Thieves know it, and so do airport security teams. One family at Newark found out the hard way when their expensive smart bag got rejected at the gate for failing both the battery and zipper checks. They ended up scrambling to buy overpriced replacement bags in the terminal gift shop just to get home. So here's the move. Before you even pack, check that your suitcase battery pops right out and that your bag has an extra layer of tamper resistance, like a lock or zipperless shell. A few minutes of prep at home could save you hours and a few $100s at the gate.
Think you're in the clear once you've passed the check-in counter?
Think again. In 2025, surprise gate-side bag weigh-ins are back, and they're catching travelers off guard from Boston to Denver.
Airlines like Spirit,
Frontier, and even some routes on American are quietly cracking down on oversized or overweight carry-ons at the gate. If your bag is even 1 pound over the limit, they can force you to check it and hit you with a hefty fee right there on the jet bridge.
and trust me,
No amount of arguing will make that scale budge. Savvy travelers know the hack. Store heavy items like books, power banks, and chargers in your coat pockets. Your bag might get weighed, but your jacket doesn't. It might feel like gaming the system, but sometimes you have to play smart when the system's playing you.
you've made it through security.
You're finally boarding, and you're ready to forget the whole ordeal. But there's one last twist most people don't even think about. At major international terminals like JFK, Miami International, and LAX, biometric exit checks are rolling out fast.
Before you leave the country,
Your face is scanned one last time and matched with your passport record. If something glitches, the camera doesn't capture your scan, or the system fails to log it, it might look like you never left the US at all.
and that's not a minor problem.
Next time you fly back in, you could be flagged for overstaying your visa or pulled aside for extra questioning. So always confirm your exit scan went through before you walk down that jet bridge.
In 2025,
A simple goodbye can stick to your record for years to come.
so
Here's the bottom line. Airports in 2025 are smarter, faster, and more efficient than ever, but they're also more ruthless with the details. A single mismatch on your passport photo, a bottle that's just a few ounces too big, a hoodie with too many hidden pockets. It all adds up, and the system won't care how early you arrived or how well you packed your bag. But you're not just another clueless traveler anymore. You know how to keep your tech cool, your ID updated, your apps ready, and your pockets light. You know how to pack smart, dress smarter, and watch for the little traps airlines use to make an extra buck. Flying doesn't have to feel like a gamble, not if you're prepared for what's really waiting at the gate. If you learned even one thing today that'll save you stress, time, or money, do yourself a favor. Hit subscribe, drop a comment, and share this with that friend who always forgets the basics. Airports are changing fast, but together, we're going to stay one step ahead. Safe travels, and see you in the sky.